Dear students, today I shall discuss with you how to build self-confidence in mathematics. Students, before going to discuss or learn how to build self-confidence in mathematics, we have to learn what are the reasons behind our lack of confidence. Why do many students get afraid of mathematics? What we call math phobia. Students, we are just living in a culture which is anti-math, or we can say that we are living in an anti-mathematics culture. And what do I mean by saying the word anti-mathematics culture? This means that we are living in a society where mathematics is taken as a very, very dangerous subject or very fearful subject, and just we can compare it like with a ghost. There is no ghost in this world, but everybody is afraid of ghost. When you are just going out in darkness, what happens to you? You get afraid of ghost, though you know that there is no ghost. Once you dare to go out in darkness, you will realize that there was no ghost. And in a similar manner, mathematics is treated as a subject which is very difficult for children. You are always imposed in your brain such thoughts that if you are not good at mathematics, you are not good at anything, or you are a failure in life as a student, and your future is in darkness. From your very beginning stage, that is from your childhood, you are taught mathematics in a fixed manner, and you are supposed to memorize the table, you are supposed to do long calculations, you are supposed to sit hours long with your mathematics book and notes. All these things put a pressure on your brain, and that leads to math phobia. And those who cannot perform well in mathematics, they start being afraid of mathematics. So, to overcome this math phobia, we need to have positive attitude towards mathematics. As we are talking of building self-confidence in mathematics, the very dangerous enemy of self-confidence is getting afraid. So once you escape yourself from being afraid, the door to self-confidence opens automatically. So never be afraid of mathematics. This is the first and foremost rule. Never be afraid, whatever the consequence may be. You see, maybe in a war, or maybe in your life, maybe in any situation, once you get afraid, you have half lost the war, or half lost your challenge, everything. So if you get afraid, you are sure to lose. If you don't get afraid, you may lose, you may win, but if you get afraid, you are sure to lose. So why do we get afraid? Now, once you overcome this fear, next thing, you have to build positive attitude towards mathematics. That you have to keep in mind that math is not so difficult. Why you lose confidence in mathematics? This is because you have lack of interest in mathematics. Lack of interest and lack of confidence, they are twin brothers. Once you have lack of confidence, you will lose interest. And once you lose interest, automatically your confidence will go away. So we have to overcome that. Next, in a class, when you are in a class, you must ask questions to your teacher. This is very important. And you must take part in discussions. Open up. Don't be fixed in your brain that I am not so good at mathematics, many students are good at mathematics. No. Open up yourself. Start talking to your teacher. Start talking to your friends. Take part in group discussion. Say something. And teacher-student relationship is very much essential for every student. Those who are nearer to the teacher, they are confident in mathematics and confident in all subjects. Those who go away from teachers, their confidence gets down and down and down. So try to get closer to your teacher. Try to share every problem with your teacher. Once you share problems with your teacher, the teacher will be in a position to help you. If you don't share your problems with your teacher, the teacher in no way he can help you. So share your problems. Which part of mathematics you are not doing well? Which part of mathematics you are doing well? You must start from your strength. We should go from strength to weakness. Every student has some strength. Some part of mathematics he can do well. It is not that he cannot do any part. So you start from that part. When you prepare mathematics for your exam or for a particular period of time, you start with the part that you do well. That will help you. Then if you start from simple thing and gradually increase the difficulty level while preparing from your book or any reference book or any outside material, always start from simple thing. Once you start from simple thing, what happens? This increases the confidence. Because you will feel that yes, I know this, yes, I know this, yes, I know this. And yes, I know this. This sentence is very useful in building up confidence. Then once confidence is built, you can easily handle the difficult part. So, another thing, your mark will also increase. One after another exam, when you appear in this manner, by starting from simple to difficult things, your mark will swiftly go on increasing. And once your mark increases in exam, your confidence also increases. So, mark is directly proportional to confidence in mathematics. Once you lose confidence, your marks goes down. Once your marks goes down, also in other way it affects your confidence. So they are both related. Mark and confidence are very much related. We always talk of not taking a mark very seriously, but our society doesn't allow it. Everywhere you are asked, what is your mark, what is your percentage, and this keeps a pressure. This puts a pressure on your brain, and your confidence goes down. So try to learn from simple to difficult things. Making notes will also help you. Try to make notes, and notes are of different types. Some students make elaborate notes. Some students make only notes of keywords. And the most important for those who have math phobia or who have lack of confidence, they should go for mind map. Mind map, and another thing, concept map. If you prepare mind maps, it is just a picturesque map which is very effective for your brain, and it increases memory also. and also it helps you revise in a very quick time, in a very short time. So prepare mind maps, prepare concept maps. These will help you in building confidence in mathematics. Now the students, I have seen those who are having lack of confidence. Actually, I observe their behavior. They are not so much playful. They try to remain silent. They try to remain inside their homes. They don't go out for play. Actually, you must go for play. Playing increases your confidence. Yes, some students are there who are over playful. They want to spend the whole day by playing and playing and playing. And those students also cannot get good marks in any subject, and gradually their confidence goes down. So there is a certain time limit for play. If you don't play games, it is also very, it affects your math confidence in a negative manner. Also, if you are very much playful and you want to enjoy the whole day, then also it affects your confidence in a negative manner. So you must have a balance between play and study. You know, there is a common proverb, only work and work, it makes Jack a dull boy. So only work and no joy, it makes Jack a dull boy. Therefore, there should be a balance between study and play. And while studying, when we are particularly talking of mathematics, you must keep a time frame for it, and you must practice it in a regular manner. If you practice mathematics in a regular and systematic manner, as I told earlier, from simple to difficult, then you will see gradually you will do good in mathematics and your confidence will also increase. So keep a timetable for yourself when you prepare mathematics. Do yoga. Yoga builds up concentration. Every day you must do at least 15 minutes of yoga, meditation, pranayam. These things builds up confidence. Your concentration increases, and once concentration increases, math ability increases. So do yoga every day, and a little bit of cramming up is also required. We always lay stress on understanding of concepts. It's very good, but a little bit of cramming up is also important, like formula, definitions. You have to remember all this. But before memorizing, you have to understand the derivation of formula, how the formula was derived, from where this definition came. You have to know all these things. Then it will help you memorizing the definition and formula, and that will lead you to application of formula. So you have to memorize a little bit of formula also. Play some online quizzes. Nowadays you are all well versed in using internet. In internet you will find many websites giving you online quizzes in mathematics. If you play these quizzes, what happens? It is of interest to you. It builds up interest, because then and there you get the answers, and there is no risk of getting a less mark or like that, because it is not a formal examination. So playing quizzes builds up interest, and once interest is built up, then automatically your confidence increases. Finally, I shall tell you 5 sentences that you should practice every day. Just sit silently at any corner of the room or outside your house, in your terrace, and close your eyes and tell to yourself, number 1, I am a good boy. Number 2, I am confident in mathematics. Number 3, I am not afraid of mathematics. Number 4, I remember mathematics formula very well. Number 5, I have an open brain. You tell all these 5 sentences every day to yourself, sitting in a corner of the room, sitting alone, and you see, you will build up math confidence.